We the Hebrew Israelites from the camp GMS Cleveland. Before we get started, we'll give all praise and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. The honor to the Apostle Ellis Great Millstone who will. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that preach the truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. Lord willing, this be an edifying lesson. And name of this lesson is Endure to the End. We're going to start with the second Ezra 7. But the name of this lesson is Endure to the End, man. Because you have to remain the same in the truth. You have to endure all the way to the end, man, to the last trump, to that final destination, man, which is salvation, for the elect of the nation, man. That's what we're striving for. That's what we're hoping, man. And that's the only thing that's guaranteed on his side is receiving salvation if you're part of the elect. Nothing else is guaranteed, man. You know, no type of accomplishment that's of this world or that's outside this truth. It's not guaranteed to happen, man. But salvation is something that is guaranteed, man. That's a subtitle for this video. Salvation is guaranteed and nothing else, you know. But you got it.
1 second, Ezra 7.
Yeah.
What verse?
It's top.
The second Ezra 7 in verse 1. And when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me the nights afore. And he said unto me, Up, Esdras, and hear the words that I am come to tell thee. And I said,
And this angel, this Uriel. Go ahead.
And I said, Speak on, my God. Then said he unto me, The sea is set in a wide place that it might be deep and great. But put the entrance were narrow like a river, who then could go.
Right. So this this entrance is talking about the entering into the kingdom of heaven. It's a narrow path, and the reason why it's a narrow path because this is um, 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 first and foremost, this is a one man job, and it's order with this, man. You know, only one brother could get there one at a time and on his own. That's why the path is narrow. You know, because if you're walking on a narrow path, a narrow road, you can't walk to somebody with somebody side by side. You have to walk on your own by yourself to get through in order to stay on that road, man. So that's what the kingdom of heaven, the way to the kingdom of heaven, that's what it's compared to. That narrow path, man.
Enter ye in at the straight gate. Verse 5. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad?
Right. So if you don't go to the narrow path to the sea, how you gonna rule over the large part of the sea, man? You have to go in order to get to that sea, which represents the kingdom. You have to go through that narrow path first, man. You know. So that's what endurance goes into, man. Because the narrow path is not an easy path, man. It's a path on your own, and it's a path that's tight, and that's what the truth is about. It's things being tight, man. You know.
Mm-hmm. It says, verse 8, and on and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water. So
You said what verse you on?
Verse
6. We on verse 6.
Salakia. Verse 6. Second Ezra 7, verse 6. There is also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things.
That city represents the kingdom because the kingdom is everlasting life, is peace, everlasting salvation, man. First and foremost for the Lord's elect, man. And it's gonna be full of good things. But hey, like the Lord said, false balance is abominations. You have to You have to understand the good and the bad to receive the to truly understand. Get to understand that on the good and the bad, man. That's why we're going through the bad now. That's why we're going through the evil now, so we can understand how to appreciate the good, man, to come. Yeah, yeah.
Verse 7, the entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water.
Right. So the entrance is narrow to get to that good city, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and it's set in a dangerous place to fall. Meaning it's a tribulation on your left and the right, everywhere you go. From the it says it said from the right, you know, it's fire, and on the left is but deep water, man. You know, because that's the way to get there. But it's all about enduring through that, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and because you say through much tribulation we shall enter the kingdom. So at the end of the day, you have to go through all these trials and tribulations to receive the good, man. To receive the prize. You ain't about to just get the prize just given to you, man. Like here you go. No, that's not how the Lord works, man. You
Mm-hmm.
have to work for that and strive for that and suffer for that, man. So you'll be able to appreciate it,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
And a good example is that Yahweh Shah went through that for us, for the nation of Israel. He went through much suffering. All right, being rejected of the elders, the chief priests, the scribes. All right, and he was slain. All right, but he was rose back up. All right.
And you know, it's so good. That's fair you said that because you know, Yahweh Shah, he didn't sin when he was on the earth. So he already won the kingdom. But him dying for the nation of Israel's sins is what allowed all of us to be in the kingdom. Because he'll just be in the kingdom. If he ain't died for the nation of Israel's sins, he'll just be in the kingdom by himself.
Mm-hmm.
But what makes that a kingdom? You just there by yourself. Like you gonna be
Right.
bored as hell, man. No brothers there. You know, you just there by yourself, man. You know, so he denied himself so we all can receive it with him, man. That's why we're gonna be joint heirs with him, man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
though we suffer with him, we shall be glorified together. That's why we're gonna be glorified together, be joint heirs, man, because we go through the same sufferings, that the same path of Yahweh Shah, man, when he was on the earth, man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to endure through that. You have to go through the tribulation to receive the prize, man. Like Yahweh Shah did, man. You know,
Right.
Yahweh Shah, he already received the prize. He already received the glory. He's just ready to establish the kingdom, which is all on the Most High's time, you know. But we know we in the time, man. But right now it's our turn to do our part, you know, go through our suffering so we could be on that same level, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Verse 8 is saying, second Ezra 7 and verse 8, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so shall that there could but one man go there at once.
Right, one man go there at once because it's a narrow path.
Mm-hmm.
You have to work on your own salvation for you have to do this for yourself, man. You have to endure it for yourself. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because it's a narrow path where only one man could go at once, man. If you're not worthy, you're gonna fall in the water. You're gonna fall in the fire. You know, and if you fall in the water, you fall in the fire. You didn't endure. You didn't keep that balance. You know, you know you were stumbling, man. You know,
Mm-hmm. It says, verse 9, if this city now were given unto a man for inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this entrance?
right. So you have to go through the danger
Mm-hmm.
so you can receive the entrance. You know, so you can receive the prize. If you
Mm-hmm.
never go through the suffering, the Lord ain't about to give the kingdom to a spoiled brat. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the Lord it said that the elect. It said that the third was going to be tried through the fire as silver and gold, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, be precious, more precious to find gold. You know, for what makes gold more precious is when it's tried through the fire. You know, Lord might just get any nigga the kingdom, just a random nigga. This nigga, he ain't go through those stuff. He just got the kingdom. He been a nigga his whole life, a
Right.
2/3, and now he just got the kingdom, man. Where was his adorns at, man?
Right. It was something I was gonna let me back off what you said. I labeled back, but yeah. Right. But verse.
That was pretty much it on that.
Yeah.
I got something real quick. This is the book of First Peter chapter 4, verse Salakia.
Oh yeah, the scripture talks about you know, the chastisement of the Lord. You know, if the Lord ain't chastising, then you just a bastard child. You know, that's why, you know, it's not a light thing, or it's nothing to be ashamed or nothing to be mad about when the Lord is trying you. You know, He's bringing, you know, certain judgments to you, but it's all an effort to, you know, bring some you know, some wisdom out of you, to, you know, to help you get more closer to the Lord Yahweh Shah.
Right, you know, the Lord said that He tried you as sons, man. If He's trying you, He put you through trials tribulations. That means He deal with you as sons. And if He not putting you through trials tribulations, then you just a bastard to the Lord, man. You're not of Yahweh Shah, man. You know, but this is this First Peter 4:1 say, for as much then as Hamashiach has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that have suffered in the flesh have ceased from sin. So there we go, man. Yahweh Shah, he suffered in the flesh. So you supposed to have the same mindset of Yahweh Shah, man. That endurance mindset of going through suffering for the greater prize, man. And it say that he no longer lived the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of man, but to the will of the Most High. So that's what it's about. It's about enduring, going through the suffering for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, so you can receive the prize at the end, man. You know. But yeah, man. You know, that was pretty much it. This was a quick little lesson. So with that, we'll close out. Give all praise and the glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Kakadash. The honor to the positive elders, the great millstone, grew well. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Shalom.